Okay, a quick defensive level 1 practice. We're going to load the gun with 10 rounds. Got a couple of spare mags. Be careful not to sweep your hand in front of the gun. We're going to start off at low ready, and we're going to practice being as quick as possible, moving the gun, picking up the sights, picking up the trigger, and getting a nice centered body hit. Stand by. Go. Stay engaged. Don't come off the target. Be ready to fire another one. And then de-escalate, finger straight, muzzle. Then we'll do another one. Stand by. Go. Stay engaged. Be ready to fire another shot. But finger straight. De-escalate it back to low ready. We're going to do this 5 times. So we got 3 more times. Ready? Finger straight now. Don't cheat. Go. And then stay on the trigger. Now we're going to de-escalate back down. Here's the 4th time. Stand by. Go. All right. And then stay ready. Stay ready. Okay, de-escalate, finger, muzzle. And I think this is the last one. Stand by. Go. All right, there we go. We got 5 rounds left in the gun. Carefully place it back on the bench. Let's take a look. Now let's run it back out. Now we're going to repeat that, but instead of coming from low ready, we're going to pick the gun up. We're establishing a 2-handed grip and getting that first hit. Okay, but we're establishing a 2-handed grip. This is the same as when you retrieve the gun from any location or draw from the holster. Same skill. And this is the thing that's really hard for new shooters, is to get that 2-handed grip consistently on the gun. So hands relaxed, stand by, go. Stay engaged. Eventually de-escalate. Put the gun back. Here's the 2nd time. Okay, stand by, go. Okay, I'm back on center. Stay engaged, de-escalate. You can do other things like scan, whatever you feel like doing, but we're not just target practicing. 3rd one, stand by, go. Stay engaged. Eventually, we're going to stay ready, but then de-escalate. All right, I think it's the 4th one. Stand by, go. Stay engaged. And then eventually, no hurry, de-escalate. All right, here we go. Now, if I have a chance to reload, I'm going to get that little practice out of the way if I run dry. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Go. And then I'm going to reload. So we've done 10 rounds so far from the low ready 5 and then pick up 5. Now we're going to fire different shots every time from low ready again. 1 shot. Stand by. Stay engaged. Then de-escalate. 2 shots. Go. About a half a second between shots. Stay engaged. De-escalate. 3 shots. Go. Stay engaged. Good forceful stance. I'm driving the hell out of the gun. Come back down now. 4 shots from the ready. Go. And now I'm dry. I can get a reload. Actually, I'm going to leave the gun empty. I'm going to bring the slide forward. The gun is cocked, but it's empty. Now I'm going to insert, and what we're going to do is come up and dry fire 1 click. Didn't have to do a tap, rack, and 1 shot. We're going to practice clearing a malfunction, set it back up, and do that 5 times. Okay, here we go. Click instead of a bang. Stand by. Go. And we'll set myself back up with the empty gun and a loaded mag. Do it again. Stand by. Go. Okay, I'm going to set myself back up again. Empty chamber, cocked with a loaded mag. From low ready, third time. Okay, set myself up for the fourth one. Here we go. Fourth one. Go. Tap, back. Okay, set myself up for the fifth one. All right, fifth one. Tap, rack. Now we're also reestablishing that two-handed grip, right? Okay, I should have 5 rounds left. Now I'm going to run 5 rounds from low ready, developing that, being able to shoot steadily, half second, 1001, 1002, half second between shots, driving the threat to the ground, okay? Okay, ready? Go. Probably a little bit faster than necessary. Let's take a look. That's the kind of performance we want. Now the last thing we'll do is transitions from body to head, just so we're leading with our eyes and transitioning. Okay, from low ready, one body, one head. Repeat that 5 times. That'll be 10 rounds total. Stand by. Go. Remain engaged and de-escalate. Okay. Second time. Go. Remain engaged. Fingers straight, muzzle, all the things you want to do to get in the habit of. And then third time. Stay engaged. Don't just lower your gun at the end. Then de-escalate with the finger and the muzzle. Let's try that again. I'm trying to build my speed and keep my accuracy. All right, and de-escalate. I'm rising a little higher than I would like to on the head, but it's still a good shot. Here we go, last one. Yep. And there we go. Let's take a look at what we did. All the bodies look good. 2 of the heads are exactly where I wanted to go, and these are up in that forehead area, 3 of them. But I've good and accurate, and that's the main thing. And it's a good practice. Now there's a one last string with 10 rounds. Now we know that most defensive situations or exchanges are going to be really up close, but I don't want to just bank on that. In the days of active shooters, I still want shot accountability at that 20, 25 yards. And at that point, I really have to have a good sight picture, smooth trigger press, all the fundamentals for that to happen. So what I'm going to do is just come up and fire 5 shots on the target high center mass at 25 yards. I'm going to do that twice. Okay, and then that will wrap up our practice. All right, here we go. Stand by. Go. Okay. Trying to get those hits and keep it centered up. All right, let's do that again. Good 1 second cadence or so. All right, stand by. Go. Hey, yeah, good practice. I'll be honest, I would like to have done a little bit better, but these are all really effective hits. It looks like next time I'll try to center them up a little bit. Not so worried about that and that. I just would like to get that trigger to come straight back and keep the gun steered more toward the center. But that's a good example of a defensive carry practice.